Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. Today, I want to bring you what I consider to be the most sophisticated self-empowerment program that is also part of the training for entrepreneurs and business owners. If you want to quantum leap your results in the marketplace, then, as I've shared on previous editions and episodes, working on yourself, right? Unlocking your power to prosper, doing your inner work will help you also to increase your impact in the world. So today I'm bringing you a resource that is tied to quantum transformation. You see, when it comes to achieving great success, achieving your goals, right, building the life of your dreams, it's not enough to just have information. You actually have to work to put yourself in a state of mind that propels you forward. And today I'm going to share about 5 ways you can infuse this energetic state of being into quantum leaping when it comes to business and life transformation. So the first one is helping you achieve your goals. You see, we all have hopes, dreams, aspirations, a type of vision for the life we want. You have a vision for your future, and hopefully you're working towards it. But oftentimes, you may find yourself stuck or stalling or not feeling energized enough to continue to pursue your goals. And so going down to the depth of what we call belief, right? A sense of possibility. Sometimes people talk about can-do spirit, right? In the Christian faith, we talk about faith, beliefs, still moving forward in terms of the vision you have for your life. You see, quantum transformation is you being intentional, okay, to deciding how you want to propel yourself forward. Many people have information about what they want to do and even how to achieve it. But many people are not able to put themselves in the energetic state that allows them to have the energy to actually manifest their goals. Now, part of what steals energy is when we start talking about doubt, fears, some form of limitation. And so doing the inner work to remove what I call internal barriers to your success. Oftentimes people focus on external barriers to their success. What's happening in the world, the economics of your city, your state, what's happening to the dollar, what's happening in your city, the weather, politics. Most of the time, people are focused on external, what they consider to be external barriers to their success, external realities that they do not have control over. However, this is talking about inner barriers, the way you think, the things you believe, the way you behave that may be sabotaging exactly what you want to achieve. So in order to achieve your goals, it's not just enough to have the information, desires, hopes, dreams, aspiration, but also backing it up with the right energetic state. A sense of possibility, a sense of faith, is building your confidence, right? Trusting yourself. This will help you take the steps necessary to continue to pursue achieving your goals. Another way you can implement this is what I call your daily rituals. So how do you set your day right? How do you start your day? Because oftentimes the way you end the previous night, oftentimes you will find that's how people get to start the day, because the mind, right, will bring to the morning the unfinished business of the previous night. So before you go to bed at night, I want to encourage you to put yourself in a state of well-being, of gratitude, of a sense of accomplishment for the previous day, and really also closing chapters that you feel you've accomplished, right? So maybe when you start with your to-do. Then when you sleep at night, maybe having this inner conversation with yourself to congratulate yourself on, okay, you achieved 2 or 5 things. That's a good job, because oftentimes people don't celebrate their small wins. If you have 5 things to achieve and you only achieve 2, and you go to bed at night feeling worried, feeling anxious, telling yourself you still have so much to do, versus closing the 2 and celebrating and giving yourself some form of accolade, right? Is that when you sleep at night, your mind will use the same energetic state to process the information you've gathered all through the day, and wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning, your mind will tend to present to you your unfinished business. So trying to make sure when you sleep at night, you put yourself in a some form of sense of accomplishment, to build confidence, to build trust, and then to set the next day as something you're looking forward to, something you're excited about, something you trust yourself to be able to confront, not with anxiety, but with confidence. You can do that at night, so that when you wake up in the morning, you will feel more energized. Because when people don't do this, you might wake up in the morning with anxiety, right, anxious, and say, okay, I still have so much to do. Yesterday's to do, I didn't complete it. Today, I have so much more. And you put yourself in an anxious state all day long, right? So this level of transformation means that, yes, you have things to do. Yes, a lot of things to do. But if you can back it up with some form of positive outlook, right? Some form of trust in yourself that you can accomplish what you set to accomplish, that you trust yourself to go out there and find the resources to help you grow and achieve your goals. So that's another way of transforming, right, how you run your day. The third way that you can use this quantum transformation, managing your energetic state, is also helping you achieve work-life balance. Because how you do some things is how you do everything. Oftentimes people perceive and feel that they can separate their work life from their, a business life, from their personal life. But I'll be honest with you, as soon as you can integrate the two, you're going to set yourself more to greater success in life. In terms of, if you see your personal life and your work life as your life, right? That both of them are components of what you consider to be important, that you're bringing yourself to, right? The things you have to do at home with your kids, with your family, and the things you have to do at the workplace. Oftentimes people divide their energy, right, instead of integrating their whole self together. Becoming the same person at home and in the workplace will actually give you more energy to propel yourself forward. That way you don't have to code switch, right? Being the same person, mastering yourself, understanding what gives you energy, right? Integrating your life to be whole, bringing your heart, mind, body together to be the same person, unifying yourself will actually give you more life force to drive your life, because your work supports your own life. Your own life also inspires you to continue to work. So bringing your whole self together energetically will save you time, will save you energy, and trust me, to help you sleep better at night when you're not feeling like you have to divide yourself. I know this one is quite it can be difficult for people to integrate, because we've been cultured to divide ourselves. We've been cultured to be one place, a certain version of ourselves, and then when we get home, we're a certain version of ourselves, because we believe, or we've been cultured to think and believe, right? It's a culture, but you can shift it, right? We've been cultured to believe that this version of me is what's available, is acceptable at the workplace, and this version is what's acceptable at home. And so we code switch and we shift ourselves, and it leads to a lot of internal shifts that when you do the inner work and you align yourself as your old self, you're going to find more unity within yourself, and you find more joy and happiness to be yourself everywhere you show up. Okay, Another way to implement the quantum transformation is to gain awareness on how people experience you. Okay? Because your business, your work, everything you do, in a way, you leave your energetic fingerprint on everybody that you engage, everybody that connects with you, everybody that you do life with. And one way I say to test this out, right, just so you understand this, is if I ask you to describe the people in your life, right, the people you do life with, you're going to find that you're most likely to describe them energetically. Meaning, oh, this person is so nice. This person is so kind. I enjoy working with this boss. This team member is so helpful. I enjoy working with this coach. I enjoy going to this person. This person is very helpful. Humans describe one another the way we experience one another. So it helps if we become aware, self-aware, to say, okay, how are people experiencing my energetic state? Am I creating an environment that people feel welcomed? Am I creating an environment where people feel they can, I listen to them, or that they can share their thoughts with me, right? Because this also connects back to home and workplace, right? Is that how we do life, real life, we do real life energetically, and we describe and experience one another energetically. Two people may have the same information, two people may have the same skills, two people may have the same competency, but ultimately what drives the choices we make is the energetic state. As example, you may have like dentists and doctors. We always talk about doctors with good bedside manners. Is that when we experience them as they do their work, no matter what their technical competencies are, no matter what their expertise are, no matter what their intelligence or knowledge is, ultimately humans want to experience nice people, people who put us in a pleasant energetic state. So bringing that to you, bring that home to say, okay, when I show up to my workplace, when I show up for my family, when I show up for my clients and customers, when I show up for my team members, when I show up for my colleagues, am I just giving them information and my technical competency, or am I also infusing my personality, my energetic being? Am I serving them some form of energy, right, that makes them happier, that makes them enjoy working with me, that makes them feel comfortable that we can do work together? Because ultimately, team members that work together and enjoy each other energetically can produce greater results, because productivity and creativity will improve when the energetic environment is one where people can bring their whole self to the workplace. So if you're a leader in the office, you also want to consider the type of energetic environment you're creating for your team members. As a business owner, you also want to consider, right, how your staff feels, how your clients feels, how your vendors feel. It's not enough to be technically savvy, right? People can come to you for technical competency, but they are going to stay and return because of how they experience you. So think about your experience of other people and then try to reverse engineer that and say, okay, I am responsible for also making sure I'm bringing my best self to the relationship that matter to my success. The fifth one I want to share, it's a lot more dynamic. It's what I call some form of self-care, self-therapy. And this is part of a program that I designed for entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs are on the front line. Business owners are on the front line of serving the world, right? Constantly, you're using your time, energy, and resources to bring value into the marketplace, to create value, to bring value to other people, to support other people. And that can be draining, right? That can be draining is if you continue to use your time, energy, and resources and you're giving. Oftentimes, business owners and entrepreneurs forget to take care of their own, to refuel, okay, to feed themselves the type of energy that excites them, that motivates them, that re-energizes them. So my question to you would be, what are the things you enjoy doing that feeds you energy? And this is important because most entrepreneurs forget themselves on that journey. You're working so hard to bring value to the world. You care so much about your staff, their own needs. You care about your clients and customers. You're so focused on right performance and productivity that oftentimes you leave yourself as last. Well, it's time to refuel your tank. Your energetic bank is part of your self-care. And there are different ways you can go about this. I'll share one with you that I call set your baseline and set your thermostat. Is this idea that when you decide who you want to be, if you want to be someone that is passionate, somebody that is happy, somebody that is joyful, well, you can set that as this is your energetic state of being that makes you happy. This is how you want to drive your life. However, we know that life happens. So when life happens, you also want to take the responsibility of bringing yourself back to your baseline. Because all through your day, things happen, right? Where clients they have high demands, your staff has high demands of you. Oftentimes by the end of the day, you feel stretched, you might feel shifted from your baseline. And so part of self-therapy, part of self-care is your relaxation, your rest states, how you bring yourself back to rest. Because many people go weeks, days, months, even years dysregulated, right? Because the longer you keep driving and people, it leads to burnouts. You see high increase in burnout rates in entrepreneurship and business development because people just keep grinding in a survival mode, right? So self-therapy is also intentionally taking yourself from survival mode, particularly when you're just building a business, to a thriving mode where you bring excitement, passion, and you bring some form of higher level vibration to how you want to do your work. The reason this is important, and this is just a recommendation, this is an advice. I always say the work never finishes, right? Right? So how do you pace yourself energetically? How do you make sure you don't run out? How do you make sure you don't burn out, right? The key is being more intentional, giving your business as much as you can give it, and making sure you're also giving yourself, right, the rest that would help you re-energize. It's time with friends, time with family, things that help you come back to your baseline state of joy, of happiness, of also understanding and reminding yourself of why you started your business. Remember, ultimately, when you bring excitement and passion to your work, you're actually going to achieve you're going to unlock greater success. It's one of the secrets of success, is that a higher vibration entrepreneur that is happy, that is joyful, that is excited will actually attract more people, more clients and customers. And those who stay in survival mode, energetically, you shrink your capacity because it's almost like you're saying you're handling too much. So opening yourself for more prosperity, greater opportunities is also when you approach your own work with excitement, with passion, with hope, with joy. And that in of itself helps you propel your business to greater heights of success. I hope you've enjoyed today's session on Quantum Leap. And if you want more resources, you can join me in my academy at toyin.umesiri.academy. And also my book, Mindset of an Entrepreneur, is available on Amazon. It's such an honor to continue to bring you resources from government and business stakeholders, and also from my own experience and programs to help you continue to drive your work forward. God bless you. I'll see you again next week. Thank you so much.